Let's play a little thought experiment. It's called Pretend Something So Hard It Becomes Real. This is, more or less, the ontological argument. The idea goes like this. Imagine the greatest being possible. No, greater. Like ultra-mega God. Now, existence is supposedly better than non-existence. So if you can imagine a God who doesn't exist, that's not as great as a God who does. And boom! Congratulations, you've just imagined God into existence. Logic. But hang on, let's try this out with something else. I imagine the perfect island. It has palm trees that grow pizza, dolphins that sing funk music, and absolutely no mosquitoes. But wait, a real island would be better than a fake one, right? So by that logic, my perfect pizza dolphin island must be real. You should visit sometime. Flights leave never. And if that sounds ridiculous, it's because it is. The ontological argument isn't a proof. It's a vocabulary magic trick, a way of defining something into existence by playing word games instead of presenting evidence, like saying, the greatest imaginable unicorn must exist, otherwise it's not the greatest. It's a linguistic trap dressed up as philosophy. So let's flip it. I'll define the greatest being imaginable too. But in my version, this being must exist within reality. Because existing outside of reality means not existing at all. Seriously, try to picture a being that exists outside space, outside time, outside matter, outside cause and effect. You can't. You're just imagining a word with no content. That's not a concept. That's a placeholder for confusion. Now here's where it gets fun. If this being exists inside reality, then it's limited by that reality. Which means, whoops, not all-powerful anymore. But if it exists outside of reality, it's not part of existence, which means it's imaginary. So either your God is real but limited, or unlimited but fictional. Take your pick. Okay, let's make it weird. Ready? Let's pretend the ontological argument actually worked. Let's say defining something into existence is a valid move. Well then, I've got news for you. I've just created the ontological argument 2.0. My new being is called the greatest possible Carl. Carl is a being who exists, grants free Wi-Fi, and gives everyone a puppy that never dies. And Carl is greater than God, because Carl doesn't let children get cancer. Sorry, Yahweh. You've been out-Carled. Now let's go one step further. Imagine the most logically coherent being possible. That means no contradictions, no paradoxes, no mysterious disappearances. That being, by definition, cannot be the Christian God. Because that God demands you believe in things that cancel each other out. Free will, but divine foreknowledge. Omnipotence, but eternal evil. Perfect goodness, and eternal torture chambers. Those are contradictions. That's not deep theology. It's a philosophical faceplant. So let's recap. The original ontological argument says, God exists because we defined him as the greatest being, and existence is better than not. But we flipped it. We showed that if existing outside of reality means not existing at all, then that God is incoherent. And if God has to live inside reality to be real, then he's not God. And if you can define anything into existence, then all welcome Carl. Your new cosmic overlord. All hail Carl. Bottom line? If your proof for God depends on mental gymnastics and grammatical illusions, you don't have a God. You have a glorified tongue twister with a halo on top. Thanks for watching. See you next time.